Can you read too many novels? Could novels warp your expectations about real life? These are the questions that the four books I am going to briefly discuss today address. The first book is the gold standard, Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. We're following a man who thinks he's a knight errant and therefore fights imaginary giants and other knights. He's accompanied by a poor farmer whom he has decided is his squire, Sancho Panza. He does all of these things for an imaginary woman named Dulcinea del Toboso. This is a book that is also a meta narrative because there are characters in the story who refer back to the story itself. There's a lot of breaking of the fourth wall and is definitely a book worth reading. The second book is one I recently finished and also watched the BBC adaptation of, and that's Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. We're following Catherine Morland, a 17-year-old who is learning to enter high society. She meets Henry Tilney, and she also meets the Thorpe family. Isabella Thorpe, particularly, becomes her best friend, and they bond over Gothic romances. However, maybe her expectations about what a Gothic Abbey looks like is going to land her into some trouble. The third book is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. We're following Emma Bovary, who is married to Charles. Charles is a very decent man, but he's boring. He's not as exciting as the romantic heroes that she reads about. And so she decides to get into some love affairs with various other men, like Rodolphe and Léon. And we'll see what happens to her. And the final book is a bit different, but still on the same kind of theme, and that is The Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. We're following Ignatius, who has a master's degree in medieval history, is obsessed with Boethius's constellation of philosophy, particularly the concept of the Wheel of Fortune. He is such a loser, and he makes such terrible decisions, but he's constantly thinking that this is his fate, so he never takes responsibility for anything, and it is very, very funny. So those are the four books I would recommend. Are there others that deal with similar themes?